Hello and welcome to a brand new race in ALR. So this is round 7 in Le Mans. So let's go through our fastest lap in qualifying. Going in 3 times the speed, just because of the length of this the circuit. It's almost going to be like 4 minutes long. It's almost half of Nürburgring, let's say. I don't want to go through the whole thing in the right speed, let's say. So first of all, a few things to mention. That this race would be a wet race. So it was classified as a wet circuit, a wet race, let's say. So of course, qualifying here, it's also like I'm in full wet tires. So that brings a bit of variability, I guess, because of course with wetness, there's a lot of things that can go wrong. You can see that I'm also catching up with the guy in front there. Many things can happen. Many unforeseen things can happen. You can see I'm so close now to the guy in front. And to be honest, actually there will be some impeding that will be happening here. Of course, it's not his fault. He's just doing his fastest lap. Because of this, you can see that I'm also like slowing down a little bit, going through that right-hander just now. So not ideal, but anyways, it is what it is. So this is Le Mans, as I mentioned in the beginning. Quite a famous track, let's say, outside of the parlance even of GT7. I have good, let's say, track record here. It's kind of like a good track for me, a good hunting ground, let's say. Now I actually decided to cheekily get past Tom there. But I just had to do it, I think, at this point in time. Just because of how slow it's going. But regardless, I start in P number 7. So let's see how things would go in the sprint race. Okay, so let's begin the sprint race. So usually, like I always say, this car has a very good launch, but because here I have to use lower traction because of the rain, so therefore I would not get like the best of advantages, but let's see. So you can see that it's pretty much status quo. I'm looking now to the outside of package, going to the left-hander there, or right-hander towards the left-hand side. So I'm trying to see where I can go, and everyone is of course being conservative because of the rain. So managed to get past there, and somehow of all of this I managed to get it to P number 3. So really good progress so far. So let's go to the next part of the lap before the first bus stop right-hander. Air is getting past me like air. He's really quick there. He came out quite well out of the first right-hander before the first straight there. I keep forgetting what the name of these corners are. But here I absolutely didn't do well at all in this corner. Let's just say it that way. I'm losing a chunk of positions there. I've just lost my braking point there. That's the easiest way to say it. But unfortunate, P number 9. So so I'm very close to a gaggle of cars there. You can see that now. Let's see what's going to happen. Because of this, I think there's some slowdown that's happening. I think Aruchis, now is slowing down. Just managed to go to the right of him. I'm very close to Pyro as well. He's just about managed to get the slipstream from in front, so protects his position. Now P number 8. So let's see what will happen here. There's actually package going very wide there. Very easy to do again because of the rain. Managed to get another position up to P number 7. Okay, so now towards the second lap, the last part of the lap here, so very close to the hill mount there, but managed to get one position there because of the wide going car. I also made a mistake there, and so Pyro, who is the one who went wide there, just managed to get past me again there. And now even the guy now just in front of me, that is package, just about managed to get to the inside there, so losing 2 positions now to P number 8. Let's go to the later parts of lap number 3. You're going to see now why you should not go into the right-hander side by side. Package there gets terrible speed coming out of there, and so just managed to get one position there. Now let's go through the conclusion of this lap. So I'm very close to Pyro, going through this right-hander, and I have no idea what is going on in front of me. The car is spinning there. So I gained 2 positions there, and I'm very close also to Pyro. Because I'm getting a very good slipstream. So P4s could be in the card there, but of course by my reaction you can know that something's going to happen. But regardless, let's not jump at the gun, let's say. Up to P number 4 here, so I'm going to fast forward a little bit through this section here, but somehow here I managed to make a mistake going to this right-hander. Just the rain just made it a little bit worse. Of course it's easy to blame the rain, but because of that I just couldn't slow down the car enough. Banged the wall. Now losing a chunk of positions, and I also now I'm impeding someone there, so this is not the cleanest of rejoins. Might get a penalty out of it, but regardless, yep, down to P number 11. So yeah, going through the conclusion of the lap, Hilmar, who is now on the right hand side of me there, going to the inside, or protecting the inside towards the right hander. Yep, just managed to get past there. So let's finish off the lap. Actually, I said it wrongly just now. This is where we will finish the lap itself. Yeah, managed to bump Hilmar a little bit there. I don't think the bump was the one that caused the 0.5 there. I think he just went offline somewhere. But regardless, yeah, still in P number 12, and you're gonna see now another mistake that I'm gonna make here. So going to this left-hander, somehow I get a little bit of a snap there, tank slapper as they call it. Yeah, because of that air. I thought air was in front of me, but yeah, somehow he's behind me. Gets past me there again. So yeah, and because of that, I also get a 1 second penalty. Of course, everything is happening. Yeah, so here just about managed to break the car enough here. So coming to the last sequence of corners, this tricky S sections there. Yep, I really didn't do well, I think, in this part there, especially the last S there. But yeah, here finishing in 12, but ultimately it will be P number 13 after the penalty is applied. Yep, not an ideal finish, but yeah, let's see what the feature race would give. Okay, so let's go through then the feature race. Let's keep the disappointment of the sprint behind of us, and let's move forward, starting in P13. Of course, no inversion because I didn't finish in the top 10. But yeah, so let's see how things would go. As I mentioned in the beginning, this race is classified as a wet race, but the feature will be a little bit more interesting because it is basically like moving from a semi-wet to wet race. So that's why I'm starting in the intermediates. That's what the IM is also there below in the screen, as you can see it. But I do know some are also starting in the wet tires, so it'll be a little bit of a different speeds from different people. But let's see. So I'm already getting past Scotty here, so maybe he's in the wets, I don't know. But yeah, so managing to get past the beetle there. Yeah, but I make a meal out of this corner here, so I completely misjudged the braking point there because of the wetness of the race. I went a little bit slow to not get the penalty, but yeah, the beetle just got past me again. So yeah, P number 13. Let's keep going. So I'm gonna make a meal out of this right-hander. So yeah, I took a little bit of the curb, and I think I went too fast on the throttle there, and yeah, so just spun the car there. Yeah, so dropping all the way down to P number 16. Not ideal, but yeah, let's keep going. So as they say, only upwards. So my compatriot Aruchi is there, also having a nightmare of a race there, so getting past him. So in the next lap, I managed to get past now Scotty, so I actually kind of surprised him, I think. Yeah, but just about managed to get past him there. So yeah, gain another position up to P number 14. So now in P13, I think there was a spinner or something like this, I'm not sure exactly. So now there's also another mistake from the guy in front. Yeah, so Pete just about managed to get past him there with a good momentum, P number 12. Of course, just after going through all of those, I have to make a meal out of my race. Yeah, just about missed the breaking point there again. It's not about missing the breaking point, it's just the rain. It's sometimes hard to judge it, but yeah, P number 14. And once again, just in the later part of the track there, so yeah, I'm getting a tank slapper, and this time I couldn't catch the car as good as I could, but managed to make a good pirouette out of there as well. So didn't lose too much of time, but yeah, still P number 15. So let's jump to lap number 5, Ross there. So I'm gonna make a monumental error. So yep, this is completely on me. I've already apologized to Ross there. I completely missed my braking point. That's the easiest I can say, but of course also a grave error. But yeah, P number 10. So lap number 5, or end of lap 5, is when I decided to come into the pits. This will be an easy intermediates to intermediate shift. I didn't see the need of going to the wet, although some parts of the track it was, or some durations of the race, I should have went to the wets, but for me I think it didn't really matter because my speed was not there or not competitive enough for me to do those kind of strategic moves. So coming back out in P number 15. And yeah, so just like that, I'm going to go through my last lap then of the feature race. So of course it's a retrospective time, going also in 3 times the speed, yeah, because it's again too long. Yeah, so the promise was there, so at least I saw the promise there. Yeah, I really did some good settings there. I think that's what helped me, I think, in the sprint race. But when it came to the feature race, I think the changing weather conditions from intermediates to wets, or the conditions there, I think really didn't suit me, because I was changing a lot of settings, and I know the mistakes that I've made was pretty much because of that. Yeah, unfortunate. So that means that of course I need to go back to the drawing block. Basically just more training. That's pretty much what I'm getting at. I think I didn't do too much of training here, which I think in hindsight of course I should have done. Training brings consistency, it brings focus, which I was also missing during this race completely. yeah, I just took it for granted. I think the wet race, a lot of things, even making mistake in this last lap there. Yeah, so lost focus, lost consistency, and yeah, there was promise there from the sprint race. You can see that I went all the way to P number 3, and then I lost it, and then I even made it up to P number 4 in the last lap, but then I again lost it there. So yeah, consistency, focus. I think that's the two main things that will come from training. And yeah, so just missed that a little bit, and I think I could have done better with that. But regardless, yeah, so finishing the feature in P number 15. What a shame, but yeah, so it is what it is. That's just the pace of how I am. But I think there's still more positives to take regardless. So let's finish the last race of the season well next week. Thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you guys in the next video.